Hello and welcome to A-Level Business at Hitchin Girls' School, taught by myself, Mrs. Granger and Mrs. Lewis. And we currently teach the Edexcel business specification. So please do head over to their website to find any more information regarding this A-Level course. So briefly, I'll summarise that the course is split into 4 themes that you can see here. If you've studied GCSE, what you'll notice is that it expands upon the areas that you have studied during your GCSE. You can, however, take this course if you haven't studied the GCSE before. So we look at 4 different areas: marketing and people, managing business activities, business decisions and global business. So really in theme 1 and 2, it's looking at how businesses sort of start up and run when they're reasonably small to medium sized. And then themes 3 and 4 move on to sort of looking at larger businesses and how businesses grow and compete internationally as they become maybe multinational organisations. So the course does have a fair amount of maths in it, it's not all that clear when you're looking at the topics particularly, but there's quite a bit of maths involved in the financial areas there in theme 2 and also in theme 3, for example, in decision making areas are going to involve a fair bit of mathematics there. How you're assessed is across 3 written exams. There will be no multiple choice questions on this exam board. There's no coursework, so it's all down to the 2-hour exams, and there's 3 of those, and they're all weighted reasonably similarly. The last paper has some pre-release material, which means we get a bit of reading to do prior to the exam so we can prepare for the sort of industry that we're going to be looking at on that paper. And there's 2 20-mark essays to do on every paper, so you'll end up writing sort of 6 fairly chunky essays across your 3 exams there. And some of those shorter answer questions will be calculations, for example, calculating things like profit, liquidity, for example, and maybe doing some graphs and charts and things like decision trees and critical path analysis, which are mathematically based questions. So typical lessons, we do like to look at obviously a lot of real life examples. So we look at case studies, be that through written material or videos or news articles that you may have researched for homework. We spend a lot of time looking at how to tackle questions in lessons that you're going to come up with in the exam. So you get plenty of practice on exam technique and obviously quite a bit of discussion. We like doing that in business, talking about recent topics that are relevant in the business world. Then you've obviously got independent study time and you should be spending as much time out of your lessons on business as you do inside. So we'd like you to do some wider reading, making revision notes and reading the business news and doing some good preparation for your lessons. So why study business? Well, you can have a little read of this, but, our main thought is that most people really do end up working in a business of some sort. So you're always going to find that it's going to be of interest and relevant to you in the future. It's obviously useful for those of you that have done GCSE business before. You'll already know what's involved. But it does lend itself to anybody that's sort of interested in commerce, entrepreneurship, starting up your own business, or going into the field of management, accounting, marketing, for example. And then what can it lead on to? Well, there's a number of university courses and obviously apprenticeships are very common now too, but business can be tied in with an awful lot of other subjects too. So if you want to ask any other questions, please do let us know.